Welcome, beloved soul. I'm so glad you're here. You didn't click on this video by accident. Something deeper called you in. And the message that's about to be spoken over your life is one that heaven has waited for the perfect moment to release. This message is for you. Yes, you. Not the person beside you, not the one you wish you were, but the you who's been quietly hoping, praying, believing that maybe, just maybe, something beautiful is coming. And I'm here to tell you, not from me, but from the angels, watching over your journey. A beautiful beginning is on the horizon. Before we go any further, let me invite you to anchor this word with faith. Type in the comments right now, I believe. Say it aloud as you type it. Let your faith echo. Let it open the door to receive all that is spoken here. Your agreement with heaven matters. If you're new here, welcome to this sacred space. Subscribe to your channel name and tap the notification bell so you never miss a word that heaven speaks into your journey. These aren't just videos. They're divine messages meant to guide, affirm, and uplift you exactly when you need it. Now, settle in. Let your spirit breathe. Let your heart open. Because the angels are speaking, they want you to know this. What's coming next in your life is not a repeat of the past. No more cycles, no more dead ends, no more wandering without direction. You are not going backward. You are not stuck. You are standing at the edge of something new, and it's more beautiful than anything you've walked through before. In Isaiah 43:19, God says, Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? The angels repeat this over you right now. Behold, look again. A new thing is beginning. You may not see it with your natural eyes yet, but your spirit knows. You've been feeling that shift, that gentle whisper that says, get ready. This new beginning is not just about a change in your circumstances. It's a change in how you see yourself, how you carry your heart. You are being repositioned. Heaven is closing doors not to hurt you, but to help you walk into something that aligns with who you've truly become. And you have changed. Don't overlook that. The fire didn't destroy you, it refined you. The delays didn't disqualify you, they prepared you. The pain you endured gave birth to a depth in you that the next season needs. The angels want you to understand this. Your prayers were never in vain. Your tears were not wasted. Your obedience, even when no one saw, has been recorded in heaven. And God rewards faithfulness. In Proverbs 18:12 it says, Before destruction the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. You've walked the valley, and now you're being lifted. But what's coming isn't random. It's not just a lucky break, it's a result of divine alignment. Because you stayed faithful, you kept trusting, even when it hurt, even when you didn't have the answers. You chose to believe that something better was still ahead. And now, that belief is meeting its manifestation. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. The angels are pointing to this verse for you, because that's what you've done. You sought his presence above his promises. You wanted the giver more than the gifts. And now, all these things are being added. Don't worry about what it looks like right now. Don't let the silence fool you. A seed makes no sound as it pushes through the soil, but something is growing. Something is breaking through the surface. And when it does, it will be visible to all. Some of you are on the edge of giving up, not because you've lost faith in God, but because you've grown tired. Tired of waiting, tired of trying, tired of hoping. If that's you, hear this. Galatians 6:9 says, Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. This is your due season. Not because of luck, but because of legacy. Because God made a promise over your life that cannot return void, and no delay can cancel what's divinely decreed. The angels are moving around you even now. They're making space, clearing paths, redirecting what was meant to block you. You may feel like nothing's happening, but in the spiritual realm, there is a flurry of movement. Divine messengers are preparing your breakthrough, your connection, your opportunity. Every no was a redirection. Every closed door was a shield. Because God only closes what can't carry your calling. In Psalm 121:7-8 it says, "The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil, he shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore." God has not only kept you safe, he's preserved the best parts of you. Your innocence, your wonder, your faith. The angels want you to hold on to hope like a lifeline, because the tide is turning. A shift is coming. Not next year, not one day, soon. And when it comes, it will happen quickly. What felt slow for years will unfold in moments. You won't have to force anything. The right people, the right doors, the right timing. It will flow, not from striving but from surrender, not from manipulation but from peace. And when it happens, you'll recognize it. Because your spirit has been preparing for this for a long time. This is the restoration season. The one where what was lost gets returned, what was broken gets rebuilt, what was missing gets replaced with something better. Job 8.7 promises, "Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase." That word is for you. The small, painful beginnings were just a seed. The harvest will be abundant. The angels keep showing me a sunrise, the kind that doesn't rush. It starts slow, just a faint glow at first. But then, as the minutes pass, the light gets brighter and brighter until everything is touched by it. That's what's happening in your life. You are in the glow stage, and soon the full light will break through. But I must speak this too. Don't rush into what's not yours just because you're tired of waiting. The counterfeit always comes before the authentic. The test often comes before the breakthrough. Wait for what's yours, and you'll never have to question its presence. Romans 8:28 speaks directly to this moment. "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." All things. Even the mistakes. Even the detours, even the moments that broke your heart, it's all coming together now. And yes, the enemy tried. He tried to distract you, to discourage you, to make you give up right before your moment. But what he forgot is, you're not alone. You've got angels. You've got purpose. You've got promises spoken over your life that no force in hell can stop. You've already come through too much to go back now. Type it in the comments again. I believe. Let the spiritual realm hear your agreement. Let the angels move on your behalf. And if this message is confirming something you've been feeling deep inside, hit that like button. Right now, it's not just about numbers. It's about spiritual agreement. It's saying, yes, I receive this. I align with this. This word is for me. You've been faithful. You've been stretched. You've been tested. Now comes the beginning, and not just any beginning, a beautiful one, the kind heaven planned long before you even knew how much you'd need it. God isn't late. He's strategic, and the release is coming. Not because you earned it, but because you were chosen to carry it, chosen to witness the miracle, chosen to receive what eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard, and chosen to walk in a grace that doesn't just restore what was lost, but multiplies what remains. This is what the angels want you to hold on to. You're not rebuilding the old. You're stepping into something completely new. Isaiah 61:3 declares, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. God is exchanging your ashes for beauty, your mourning for joy, your weariness for praise. You've felt it, haven't you? That strange mixture of expectation and weariness. Like your heart knows something beautiful is coming, but your mind can't quite picture it yet. That's not confusion, it's transition. And in transitions, everything feels uncertain before it becomes undeniable. But here's what you need to hold on to. The angels are not confused. Heaven is not silent. Your story is unfolding with more order than you think. Just because it feels unfamiliar doesn't mean it's wrong. It means you're on new ground, and that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Psalm 37:23 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way." Your steps are not random. Even the ones that felt like detours were actually divine direction. You've been walking through unfamiliar territory, but it's leading to a place you've never been before. A place of clarity, of wholeness, of overflow. Sometimes the blessing doesn't look like a breakthrough. It looks like being held together. It looks like strength on days you thought you'd collapse. It looks like grace in seasons you didn't think you'd survive. And through all of it, God has been setting you up, not for a repeat, but for a release from patterns that drained you, a release from people who used you, a release from lies you believed about your worth. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being rebuilt with purpose. The cracks in your life are not flaws. They are entry points for light. You are not starting over from scratch. You are starting over with experience, with wisdom, with strength you didn't have before. So don't shrink when the new shows up. Don't sabotage it because it feels unfamiliar. You've outgrown the old. That's why it stopped fitting. That's why certain people couldn't stay. That's why certain places stopped feeling like home. It wasn't rejection. It was redirection. Isaiah 55:12 says, "For ye shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace." That is your confirmation. What God is leading you into won't be driven by anxiety. It will be carried by peace. If it brings constant confusion, it's not from Him. If it brings guilt, pressure, or fear, it's not His voice. His voice brings stillness, assurance, confidence that doesn't shout, but stands firm. That's what the angels want you to recognize. Discernment in this season is everything. The next beginning requires clarity. You've already survived enough storms. You don't need another whirlwind. You need rest, realignment, restoration. That's what's ahead. A beginning where you don't have to beg for love, where you don't have to explain why you're worthy, where you don't have to prove your place. You belong. You are chosen, not because you got everything right, but because God saw your heart when you were getting everything wrong and still called you worthy. Romans 5:8 reminds us, "But God commendeth his love toward us, in that, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us." That love doesn't expire. That mercy doesn't run out. That grace hasn't stopped flowing. You are still covered, still protected, still deeply loved. You're not too far gone. You're not disqualified. You haven't messed up too badly. What God begins, He completes. And He's not done with you. Not by a long shot. He's just now turning the page. And the next chapter doesn't start with trauma. It starts with triumph. So give yourself permission to expect good things again. You've mourned long enough. You've waited in the hallway of almost long enough. It's okay to hope again. It's okay to smile without suspicion. It's okay to receive without fear. You are not cursed. You are covered. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. The delays weren't punishment. They were preservation. Because what's coming requires a healed version of you. And healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It looks like boundaries, like praying more and explaining less, like resting when you used to keep pushing, like saying no without guilt and yes without fear. That is healing. That is growth. And that is what prepared you for this beginning. Don't minimize it because it doesn't look dramatic. Not every breakthrough comes with lightning and thunder. Some come with stillness, with peace, with knowing that you're not who you used to be, and thank God for that. So when the doors open, and they will, walk through them with boldness. Not because you have it all figured out, but because you trust the one who does. Not because you're fearless, but because your faith is louder than your fear. The angels are speaking this over your life. What's ahead will not be built on striving, but on surrender, on partnership with God, on walking in step with the Spirit. And that's why everything shifted recently, why certain things felt like they were being stripped away. Because the clutter had to clear so you could see clearly. You weren't being punished, you were being uncluttered, set apart, cleansed of distractions. Now the way forward is open. Corinthians 5:17 says, "Therefore if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new." Not some things. All things. Your mindset. Your relationships. Your opportunities. Your atmosphere. Everything is becoming new. But don't rush it. The enemy would love to see you sabotage what's being prepared by moving ahead of God. Stay patient. Stay aligned. Stay anchored. The angels are working even when you're sleeping. Heaven's plans don't pause when you feel low. In fact, some of your greatest shifts are happening in the quiet hours, when you're still, when you finally let go. That's when God moves most powerfully. Let go of the idea that you have to control everything. Control is heavy, but trust is light. And what's coming will feel light. Not because it won't have challenges, but because you'll have divine help navigating it. You won't be alone this time. You won't have to fight every battle by yourself. You won't have to carry every burden on your own back. Help is coming, and it's not small help. It's the kind that changes everything. Psalm 46:5 says, "God is within her, she shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early." That promise is yours. You will not be moved, because God is within you. And when He helps you, it's not late, it's right on time. So breathe, really. Take a deep breath right now. Feel that. That's space being made for peace, space for joy, space for laughter that's been locked away too long. It's coming back, not in pieces, but in full. The beauty of this new beginning is not just in what it brings, but in who you become through it. You're becoming softer, but stronger, wiser, but still full of wonder, grounded, but still full of faith. That's balance. And that balance is what this next season will require. Because with new beginnings come new responsibilities. But don't let that scare you. God would never give you what you aren't ready to carry. And when He releases it, He also equips you to sustain it. So get ready, not just for a new season, but for a new you. And the people coming with it will recognize you. They'll see the light in you before you even speak. Because light attracts light. Don't be afraid when old connections fade. Some people were attached to your pain, not your purpose. They can't follow where you're going. That's not rejection, that's release. Let them go without bitterness. Wish them well and walk forward, because ahead of you is divine alignment, the kind that doesn't force. It fits. It flows. It confirms what God already told you in secret, and when it arrives, you won't second-guess it. You'll know, and you'll feel peace. Not the kind the world gives, but the kind only heaven can. John 14:27 says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." Hold that word close, Because that's your confirmation. Your new beginning isn't just near, it's here. The moment you decide to believe that something beautiful is ahead, the entire universe shifts to meet that expectation. Not because the world suddenly becomes easier, but because your heart becomes anchored in something deeper than what's happening around you. Faith doesn't always look like shouting and dancing. Sometimes it looks like standing still when everything says to run. Sometimes it's holding on to hope when your hands feel empty. But even when you feel weak, heaven sees your strength, not because you didn't cry, but because you got back up even after crying. The angels want you to know that heaven is proud of you. You didn't fold. You didn't give up. You may have stumbled, but you didn't stay down. That kind of resilience is rare, and it has not gone unnoticed. You've been asking God for a sign, for confirmation that what you're feeling is real, that this stirring in your spirit isn't just wishful thinking. Consider this your confirmation. The beautiful beginning you've been praying for, it's closer than you think. You're not crazy for believing that something good can still happen. You're not naive for expecting a turnaround. The world may call it foolish, but God calls it faith. And He rewards faith. Hebrews 11:6 says, "But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him." You've been seeking, maybe not perfectly, maybe with some doubt. But you kept showing up, you kept praying, you kept whispering, "God, help me believe." And that's enough. That's more than enough. God doesn't need your perfection. He needs your permission, your willingness to let go of what was and open your hands to what's next. That's the posture of this next season. Open hands, open heart, open spirit. Because the blessings that are coming won't fit in a closed grip. They're too big, too full of grace, too drenched in divine purpose to be squeezed into a space of fear or control. You've got to release to receive. So release the timeline. Release the pressure. Release the need to understand everything right now. You don't need all the answers to take the next step. You just need trust. One step at a time, one yes at a time. That's how miracles unfold. You won't always know the whole path, but you'll know you're not walking it alone. You'll feel the presence of God in the small things, in the quiet reassurances, in the moments where peace finds you unexpectedly. That's how you'll know God is with you. And where God is, new beginnings are inevitable. Revelation 21:5 says, "Behold, I make all things new." Not some things, not the easy things, all things, even the messy chapters, even the broken pieces, especially the parts you thought were too far gone. God is not just restoring you, He's upgrading you. You're not going back to how things used to be. You're stepping into something you've never seen before. A level of joy you didn't know was possible. A level of connection that brings you peace, not confusion. A level of purpose that wakes you up excited, not exhausted. And yes, there will still be challenges, but you'll be equipped for them. You won't face them the same way you used to, because you're not who you used to be. That's the power of grace. It doesn't just forgive, it transforms. It empowers you to walk in rooms you once felt unworthy of, to accept love you once thought you had to earn, to dream again after loss, to hope again after heartbreak. The angels are cheering for you right now. Even if no one else knows how far you've come, heaven does. Every tear, every prayer, every small act of obedience, it's all part of your story. And your story is about to shift. You're not just entering a new season, you're stepping into divine fulfillment. The kind that doesn't just check boxes, it fills your soul. You'll feel it in your relationships. The draining ones will fade, the nourishing ones will grow. God is surrounding you with people who see you, who speak life over you, who honor your journey, not just your potential. You'll feel it in your opportunities. What was closed will open. What was delayed will accelerate. The doors that open in this season won't require you to compromise your values to walk through them. They will be doors designed with your name already written on them. You'll feel it in your body. Peace has a physical effect. It eases tension. It restores rest. It breathes new life into weary places. And you'll feel it in your spirit. You'll start to dream again. You'll feel creative again. You'll feel hopeful without guilt. You'll start to expect goodness again, not because life is perfect, but because God is still good. This is what a beautiful beginning feels like. Not flashy, not dramatic, but steady, solid, full of sacred expectation. And it's not just coming, it's already here. So don't let doubt steal what God is trying to give you. Don't let fear trick you into closing your heart right when heaven is ready to pour into it. Don't let past disappointments write the narrative of your future. This is not a repeat. This is redemption. Joel 2:25 says, "And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten." That restoration isn't only about stuff, it's about soul, about joy, about peace, about time you thought was wasted. Nothing is wasted with God. Even what broke you is being turned into blessing. Even what nearly destroyed you is now becoming your testimony. You're stronger than you realize, wiser than you think, and more ready than you feel. You're not standing on the edge of fear, you're standing on the edge of fulfillment. This is your time to step forward, not timidly, not with half-hearted hope, but boldly, with full trust. Because what's ahead is not a maybe, it's a yes. It's God's yes over your life. And when heaven says yes, no force on earth can say no. So walk with your head held high, with faith in your voice, with light in your eyes. You've come too far to settle now. The promise is not behind you, it's in front of you. And all of heaven is backing it. Every angel assigned to your life is working overtime to bring alignment, to clear the way, to guard your steps. You are not alone, not for a moment. So, keep your heart open, keep your spirit expectant, keep your faith stirred. The beginning is here, and it's more beautiful than you imagined. If this word touched you, if it stirred something deep in your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. A friend, a sibling, a co-worker, someone who's been doubting, someone who's been hoping. Let this message remind them too, God is not done. And don't forget to come back for more videos like this. We are building a space where divine clarity, encouragement, and spiritual wisdom meet you right where you are. Subscribe to your channel name and click the notification bell so you'll know every time heaven sends a new word your way. Let this channel be your spiritual home, a place where you can breathe, believe, and become everything God created you to be. And as you go, take this with you. You are blessed, you are covered, you are seen, and your beautiful beginning. It's already unfolding. Stay ready, stay faithful, and until next time, walk boldly because your breakthrough walks with you, blessed and ready